Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I would like to show you um, the the difference between summary, essay, and term paper. I think some of you might be a little bit anxious about writing a term paper. Well, the term paper is an essay, so don't worry. However, it is named as a term paper because it is normally assigned for a higher education academic writing. The difference is the number of words. Normally, a term paper is written within 5 to 7 pages. So if you write an essay, you write about 2 pages in around 5 paragraphs. But when you write a term paper, your paragraphs will have to be extended. All right, now let's start with a summary. Why do I show you a summary? Because when you read a text, you need to understand what you are reading. So to test your understanding, you were asked to summarize what you read. Okay, now in a summary, we normally write only the main idea. So if you look at the sample here, okay, which I have already color coded, right? The introduction, we have introductory sentence. It is not introductory paragraph, but the introduction is written in only one sentence, which I color code yellow. And then the body. So there are three main ideas. Main idea 1 is on health, main idea 2 is on economy, main idea 3 is on social or society. Sorry, this is wrong. Okay, now the body or the content of an essay, I have color code as green. So if you read the summary here, you can find, I have already identified 3 different main ideas, which I color code as green. And lastly, there's a concluding sentence. So the conclusion in a summary is also written in one sentence. All right. Okay, now if you read the summary here slowly, you will find that the article that has been summarized is about the effects of COVID-19. Okay, and there are 3 effects of COVID-19 on health, economy, as well as society. All right. Okay, now let's move on to the structure. This is what we call text structure. In today's lesson, I would like to show you the structure of the summary just now and compare it with the text structure of an essay and a term paper. So hopefully it will help you in organizing your term paper writing. So remember that the text of a term paper is a long essay. So a term paper is a long essay. So if you fail to outline your ideas, you might write your arguments in a term paper out of the context because it's too long. How do you manage your thinking in writing 7 pages if you don't have an outline? So the outline is very important. It's like a plan to help you write. Like when you build a house, you need to know the structure of the house. So you have a plan. The architects will draw a plan, so that plan will help you to understand where to put the window, where to put the door, where to build the, how many sections are there, and all the measurements. The same thing with writing. So you are building one writing. If it's only a small paragraph, one paragraph, probably it's easy for you to arrange your thinking. But if you have to write about 7 pages or 5 pages, that's too long. So you might end up, writing something else, which is not necessary, which is not relevant to your arguments. So now here is the structure of the summary that I have shown you earlier. Now we have an introduction, we have the body, and we have a conclusion here. Now this introduction, when you move it to the structure of an essay, instead of a sentence, it becomes a paragraph. So now this whole introduction is written in one paragraph rather than a sentence like when you write in a summary. And in that paragraph, again, remember when you write the summary is written in only one paragraph. So you use the same structure. So why we have, like I said earlier, summary, the paragraph of a summary is written to tell the audience the main idea, the gist of the text. So the same thing, the function in introductory paragraph, you need to write sort of like an overview of the essay so that your reader will understand that this is what you are going to discuss or you are going to argue in your essay. So again, you have the same structure in the summary in your introductory paragraph. So you have an introductory sentence here, you have the body, because in your essay you're going to discuss three main ideas: the effects of COVID-19 on health, economy, and social, and a thesis statement. So a thesis statement is a statement or a sentence that clearly written to tell the audience or to tell your reader that this is what I am going to argue or I am going to write or I am going to discuss in my essay. So in academic writing, we do look into a thesis statement. And then we move on. We have now the main idea here in the introduction. We have already tell our readers that we're going to talk about health. So the whole paragraph or the second paragraph is going to be about health. So rather than combine everything together, you're going to spread it into three main paragraphs. So this is one paragraph, this is a second paragraph, third paragraph, fourth paragraph, and then you have the fifth paragraph as your conclusion. Right. This is easy because you have already done it in the primary school. Well, now again, you're bringing this down, body, main idea, health, under here. Again, you're going to write one paragraph here. You need an introductory sentence. Well, this main idea about health needs to be supported. You need to justify why. Okay, you need to have an argument. So you may choose one or two ideas to support your main idea, and that is called supporting idea, which I have color coded as blue. All right, so in order for me to write about effects of COVID-19 on health, I have chosen to elaborate the effects based on respiratory, supporting idea respiratory, as well, and the second supporting idea will be on multi-organ. So I have put it down here, respiratory and multi-organ, and then I will close it using a concluding sentence. The same with main idea number 2. Now, we know that in our introduction, we are going to discuss on effects of COVID-19 on economy. So, main idea number 2, in paragraph 3, or in the second paragraph of the content, I will talk about economy. So, you don't write about health, economy, and social during the introduction, and then later on in the body you write something about education, which is not mentioned in the introduction. So whatever that you are going to write as a content, okay, if you have chosen 3 issues, health, economy, and social or society, you need to mention that in your introduction, and the same issues should be elaborated in your essay. So don't talk something else. Don't talk about orange in your introduction and then elaborate as durian. So that doesn't make sense. Okay, now let's move on to a term paper. Now look at the difference. Here in the introduction is the same.